Thank you so much for watching AM Northwest this morning. Whether it's a simple power outage or a massive snowstorm, it's really always a good idea to be prepared in an emergency. Here to show us how to create a kit, we welcome Pat Pattison. Good to see you, Pat.
Good to be here. Good to be here, Helen.
Experiences personally losing an entire home.
I lost a home in the Laguna fire back in 1993.
Oh.
And we were out of the house, but all of our stuff was there, so we watched our home burn down on television.
Oh, my gosh.
And we have a neighbor, we talked about photographs, we have a neighbor that has one picture of himself. He lost his home.
His home.
And one picture of himself from his childhood.
So this is quite the lesson, what we really need to have handy.
What we really need to have handy, and I'm going to tell everybody, they're going to roll their eyes and they're going to say, oh, emergency kit. I know I'm going to do that eventually.
Right.
So I'm talking about one you can do today.
Okay, let's do it.
Today.
Tell us what we need to have.
So today, go get a piece of luggage like this that has wheels on it, and probably 90% of this stuff is already in your home.
Oh, okay.
And I deal primarily with older Americans. I'm a transition coach, so this is kind of geared towards seniors.
Gotcha.
And one of the things that's so important for seniors is medication.
So have at least a week's supply of medication.
At least a week's supply. And so you want to just kind of take a few pills out from each prescription, put them in one of these guys, and you have all that you need.
That's a good idea.
So the other thing are glasses.
Extra glasses.
Extra glasses. Those are just an extra pair I had. This is all my stuff. Batteries, hearing aids, whatnot. You need a candle and matches. At least
one box of matches and a candle.
One box of matches.
And why the one candle?
Well, it's just simply that there's lots of illumination here.
Okay.
So everybody kind of thinks, I mean, we've all lost power at some point, and suddenly it's scrambling around for candles and whatnot. So I have these are these crack sticks that illuminate, and then this is a power flashlight that illuminates.
Oh, that's great.
Crank it up and have. So illumination is very important. You also need to have, some supply of food.
Okay.
This is just dry food, canned food.
And for what do you suggest, for a week?
It's supposed to be for a week. Here again, I like to be realistic. I like to see the bare necessities in this bag.
Okay.
And I like to see this bag in a closet by the front door, that in case you need to evacuate, you can grab
And
this.
You know exactly where it is.
You know exactly where it is. I think that people get bogged down in these emergency kits. Oh, I'm going to have food. I need to replace it. You know, that's all very important.
I keep thinking I need to have gallons of water.
Yeah, and so you don't do this stuff.
Right.
Because the job becomes too big.
Exactly.
And in my coaching with seniors, I tell them, do what you can, an old Teddy Roosevelt quote, do what you can with what you've got where you are.
Okay.
So go through the house and find these things now. Okay. This is a radio. A lot of this stuff is available at camping.
Oh, right, camping
supplies.
Equipment.
So this is a radio that hand cranks. So you should have this, because this is probably not going to be working in a real emergency.
Right.
And we are totally dependent on this.
Yes, we are.
And so we want to have a backup to that. And then the other thing in terms of the cell phone deal is to have a place, particularly for seniors, that you've identified with your group, that your family, your friends, that you're going to meet at. If you can't talk to each other, you can't communicate, we're going to meet at the church or the temple or the school, so that if nobody can communicate, you at least know you have a spot.
Where you're going to go.
Usually two spots that are nearby.
And I notice you have these are water purifiers.
These are water purifiers. You know, I'm from Southern California, so earthquakes, it's not a matter of if, but when. So we have a water purifier. You have first aid that you're going to need.
That's important.
So everything that if you get cut, and that is what I have in my car that I've used all the time. It has it's a universal tool, so it has screwdriver and everything, so it could go in your kit.
Okay.
Just
and
so
then
you have that.
What is this?
That is an emergency blanket. So this is one of these reflective blankets that you can put around if you're really cold.
It'll keep you warm.
I'm going to use it driving down to Medford later today because it's going to snow.
Right. Okay.
So
keep you warm.
I'm going to have it wrapped around me.
Okay.
And emergency poncho. Just extra clothes. Here again, don't go out and buy anything. Just it's important that your shoes be bright turquoise. No, That's not.
I was going to say, what is it,
They can find you in the snow.
You've got quite the personality with these shoes. These are your shoes, right?
Those are my
I
shoes.
like those.
Those are my
Here,
shoes.
got to show them. Those are nice looking shoes.
They go with my eyes.
Yeah. And then what is that? You have in here?
That's just a pillow, a travel pillow.
That you can blow up.
You can blow up.
And gloves.
So think of in terms also of your own creature comforts. What's going to make you comfortable while you're panicking?
Right.
You know, for me, a pillow. I need a pillow when I sleep. So I know certain things. We had talked about my friend that only had one photo.
Oh, yes. This is important.
So do a flash drive. We have the cloud. We have all these new things that we're storing all this stuff as backup. But just do a flash drive every once in a while. It used to be we put negatives in a safe.
Right.
A fireproof safe. We don't have negatives anymore. So do a flash drive of your most important photos.
Okay. Pat, this is all great information. We're going to put the information on our website at KATU.com. Thank you very much.
Glad to be here, Alan.
All right. It's a great way to give to those.